And here we are, forward again. Welcome to another episode of the Working Man's Warships. I am your host, Jedi Gad, and we welcome you, whoever you may be, wherever you may be, however you may be watching and listening today, tonight, this evening, wherever you are. Welcome one, welcome all. Now you would have seen just a second ago I got a warning. Premium is expiring. If you look at the top, I've got 5 days left. That's fine. We anticipate winning some more in our campaign, and we do have enough doubloons saved up to get another week. Anyway, those doubloons you see saved up are as a result of a monthly investment, and the overspill builds up over time, so you have money in the bank. If you have not yet watched my video on game currency, click over to the channel, check it out. Also, how to maximize your rewards, check that video out too. It will help you a lot. So we're going to get straight into the action, but before we do, let's have a quick check on our missions. We know if we are tier 5 or above, tech tree or premium, we qualify for these. Weekly Havoc, scroll along, it wants main battery hits. Now it only wants 17 and we've completed that. So we can basically play what we want. And that's going to get done in this next battle, which is nice. Then we move on to our trials, weekly assignments. We're nearly there. 12 more floods, fires, destroyed, incapacitation, and one more citadel will do it. Lovely. Premium supplies, where are we at? We are on tier 6, so we head over to tier 6, and I think today what we're gonna do is, you knew it was coming, my favorite tier, and I think we're gonna go with the hood. So we're going to ignore the battle and credit boosters because we saved those for tier 8 and legendary. We'll get some global XP on here and some commander XP, and then we'll look. So I've got Azalain hood on the hood, weirdly. Premium commander, again, you don't need a premium commander to do this. You can easily achieve the same thing with a base commander. So her base trait is the torpedo charmer, which reduces any torpedo damage we get to our ship. I have Fisher on board here as an inspiration, main battery reload time, and range. We also have Sims on here to help with our hit points. Now our risk of catching fire goes up, and our range and shell grouping is improved. Now I'm a bit concerned about that risk of catching fire, so I am going to change that probably. Let's look at all my presets. I think this is the hood preset. Risk of catching fire is offset, and the traverse speed, so we'll go with that. More traverse speed. We go with firefighter because, as you see, our risk of catching fire goes down again, and we are going to decrease our damage party cooldown time, but the duration goes down by 40%, so bear that in mind. 2 heals, we want the master mechanic and fight fire with fire, and the reason for that is because of our other traits. We anticipate some fires. Now as for the ship build, we will go over here and have a look, and we have aiming systems mod 1 to help with our main battery dispersion, damage control system mod 2 to bring our fire and flood duration down and give our damage control party a boost. Now if you remember our traits, we've got offset. Sometimes with ships and commanders, they giveth and taketh away. We have to make the necessary mods to offset that. And then spotting range, torpedo acquisition range, we increase. Okay, so let's see what we can do in the hood. So, mission briefing. We are back to battleships, my favorites. We've played a lot of cruisers lately, so the role is a bit different in the battleship. And yes, I will get around to some more destroyer videos for you, because it appears the destroyer videos are quite popular. So let's see what we've got. First of all, domination. New players tell us. That's right, 3 bases or more. So if we come in here, we've got 2 destroyers. We are top tier because we're with tier 5s. The other team has a division of the carrier, ranger, the Normandy battleship, and the Rahmat cruiser. So we are sort of in the Midwest here, kinda. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot over here. Now this is fault line, isn't it? Yep. Good. So I kinda know sort of what's going to happen on fault line over here. So if I play the tendencies and pull over here right to the east, we're going to try and get on the outside to this flank. Now I can see Monaghan over here. I'm not sure what he's planning at the moment, but it appears that Skarne is asleep. So we're going to get moving over here. Now Monaghan is going up the middle, which is interesting. We are spotted, which means there's a destroyer over here somewhere. We can see 2 battleships there. Now we've got to be careful just in case they can lob the island, because they can see us. We've got a Mutsu over there, and as I just said, Mutsu lobs the island and hits us for about 5,000. So we're going to do the same. Give Mutsu something to think about, and then sort of start to turn out, because we don't want to get hit. And we hit Mutsu for 11,000 right off the bat. Now there's a destroyer in here, but our destroyer isn't going in there at the moment. He's going, or is he? It could go really, really well or really badly for that destroyer. Florida appears, and we want to try and hit Florida around this corner here. He shoots back. Someone might take some big damage here. Hold your breath. That could have been painful. And so could that. But we manage to not get obliterated, and we hold fire behind here. Now Mutsu is still there. I want to see if I can just tag him on the tail end. Now me shooting at him will divert his attention. He won't see those torpedoes coming. Get a nice little chunk on Mutsu. The enemy has taken Charlie. We have taken Alpha, and Mutsu is eating 2 torpedoes. He's not long for this world. So that's a good thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to get in here, and I'm going to load HE, because I'm anticipating a destroyer over here. Plus this is a British battleship, which means the HE could be the default setting. But nonetheless, we're going to go over here. Mutsu's still just about in it, but between Heinrich and Monaghan, they should finish him off. So into the base goes our battleship. Florida's coming round, and what we're going to do is ease up here, because I'm just buying Heinrich enough time to get into the base and get his secondaries working. So Florida's coming round. We're going to keep turning, and we're going to take that shot, Florida, before he sees us. And now we're going to turn so our ship's not broadside. We get the fire. and now we're going to push into this base. Now Heinrich is coming round. Heinrich has excellent secondaries and torpedoes, so Florida's got a lot to think about. The Storm Lantern becomes available, but he's nowhere near us, so we're going to ignore him. What we're going to do is focus on Florida. Now, I've bought enough time for Heinrich to get round here. Florida's backing up. He realizes the danger is in. We take the base, and we tip Florida for about 2,000. Now, he is not shooting at us because he has seen the danger of Heinrich. So I don't want to turn broadside yet and open up all the guns, because Florida could turn around and say, aha! And then we're going to have a problem. So if I aim for Florida's superstructure, if I get the sear guns, we get the citadel, and then we get the rear guns involved, and we hit Florida for another 7,000. I don't know why Mutsu hasn't been sunk yet. I'm not sure what they're doing, but Mayhan is low, and so is Florida. Now, concerning that Storm Lanterns come around here, but we have to do our job and finish this Florida off. Mayhan goes down. We black Florida again for 8,000. And there's Mutsu. So we take the hit from Florida. Heinrich gets smashed, but we've got a job to do. One shot for Mutsu. He goes down. And can we save Heinrich? Can we? Well, he doesn't need saving. He gets the torpedo strike. Down goes Florida, and now the Storm Lantern is by himself. So we already got AP loaded. We're going to shoot, unload our guns. We missed the first shot, and we're going to change the HE. I want to get my sonar on because I anticipate torpedoes, and we're going to start turning back around. Down goes Rahmat. We are in pole position for the victory now. Trento goes down. Carrier nearly ends Heinrich. He's still just about in there. So now what we're going to do is, when you have a destroyer that you can't see and you're in a battleship or a cruiser, but particularly a battleship, what you want to do is make evasive maneuvers. That means change direction and change speed. Why? Because I want to throw off his aim. So I know he's over there. The carrier can see him. I can't shoot at him, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to creep up here and use this ship's carcass as a bit of extra cover in case any torpedoes come my way. If they do, they will hit the ship before me. And right on cue, here come the torpedoes. So there you go. See that torpedo just blocked by the ship? Now I've given my destroyer enough time to come. Now I'm hoping Monaghan can tempt Storm Lantern into shooting his guns. If he does, we will engage him. But we want to follow our destroyer because he helps with our spotting. Meanwhile, keep making those evasive maneuvers and make sure that we're not easy to aim at. Ooh, Monaghan goes down. So we've lost our spotting. So rather than chase this destroyer all the way to the south, I am going to turn and head back towards Bravo. Top tip: don't chase kites. What is a kite? Someone who is kiting away from you, who is running away. Do not chase them, and certainly don't chase them round corners and round islands. They will be waiting for you, and you will get a one-way ticket to the Shadow Realm. So I'm going to turn, come out this way, and we're heading back towards the caps. We are winning by 500 points. I don't need to chase this Storm Lantern. He and the rest of the team need to come to us. We're up 6-3 on ships. We're ahead on the scoreboard. I don't need to go to him. He's looking at me now, and I know he is, but by turning out and performing evasive maneuvers, I reduce the risk of getting hit with a torpedo. So we're going to go around here, we're going to go up between these two islands. Every second that goes by, our score is increasing 2 to 1 as the base count is 2 to 1. Storm Lantern is going to have to come to us. So we go dark, we're lit up again, but I am heading in between Bravo and Charlie. Why? Because Bravo and Charlie are our bases. We want to protect them and make sure that score keeps going up. And if the enemy team have any hope of coming back, they need to come to us. So Normandy goes down. We are up by 600 points, and we're heading in between our bases where we have support, and to make sure that they stay our bases. So the enemy carriers right down in the southwest of the map have no idea where the destroyer is. We are about to take Alpha. We do, and Storm Lantern comes available. He is visible to everyone now, so hopefully our Skarne will finish him off. If not, we're still just going to cruise up around here. Nice and easy. We've done our job. We won the eastern flank. We helped capture the base. We've done a reasonable amount of damage. 63,000 is nothing too shabby. Our base XP HP is 69,980, so we're right on target. And Storm Lantern somehow, oh no, I said he was dodging the ordnance. He isn't anymore. He's not long for this world. So Ranger takes down Skarne. Storm Lantern lives for now. Smokes up. So what we're going to do is, you never ever want to assume victory on this game. Experienced players will tell you, we have all seen some of the most hideous throws, some of the expertise some of these potatoes have in snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. So you never assume it's over. I am going to pursue the Storm Lantern to his last known spot and keep going. I'm not yet, we're ahead on the score, but the game's never over. This is a military game. You must have a military mind. The mission isn't over till it's over. We are spotted. Put our sonar on just in case there's any torpedoes heading this way. We know where he is. The carrier spotted him. But unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get to engage because the score has got to 1,000. And another example of how you play a battleship. So, we take the victory. We get 4,542 XP, 502 global XP, 5,940 commander XP. Now, we came 7th. But in the top left hand corner, it says victory. Always remember, the team comes above you. If you have to be a role player, you be a role player. When they're giving out the championship rings, your ring will look the same as the top scorer. This is a team game, folks, and we play to win all the time. Economy, we make 171,058 credits. And we have completed our weekly assignments. So we get all of these goodies, 700,000 credits, 150 doubloons. We get 3 crates. We have also completed the next stage of our shakedown trials. We did both. We've completed our tier 6 premiums, and we are only 9 off of completing our weekly assignments. So remember, we maximize rewards. So, if you're enjoying this, tap the like, subscribe, stay tuned, videos dropping daily. And we look forward to seeing you again on the next episode of the Working Man's Warships. Whoever you are, wherever you are in the globe, however you may be listening and tuning in, take care of yourselves, and we will see you again soon.